Recording. Let's go. So I kind of have two different games on my channel. I've got our 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 one, which is, you know, on being part of a Rogue Traders retinue, and then my own single player one. The Adventures of Archibald Drysus the Eighth.
I serve the Golden Throne.
Yeah, good to you. There's an athletic.
Applaud my brilliance.
I didn't even see if there was anything still out in the main area. Oh, it was just. It was just clearing it.
Woods. Are you gonna unlock it?
The sooner we start.
Unlock what?
The safe? It's right here. Requires tech.
Ah, there is a safe in the wall.
This exploratory is blessed with multifunctionality.
Ah, again, there's a stuff.
Yep. I saw. I know exactly.
Hey, Abelard, I might have a new cape for you. Why am I running at 20 FPS? No matter, it's combat is turn-based, so
A nice little stroll.
It's good. But I like my stuff currently. Because that's the thing that allows me to use my psychic abilities twice in the one turn.
okay.
And the other one just means that when I buff people better.
Right.
Anyway, good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, did you already equip the cape?
No.
Cape lowers enemies' perception by where is fellowship bonus?
Within a 5-cell radius.
Oh, this master crafted.
Oh shit.
My god, that guy got disintegrated.
Holy hell, one of them is still standing.
Mutated Enforcer? How is he still alive? What? That's a bug.
Right. We are voicing this guy or nah?
Really?
Eh, eh. Right. So apparently there's supposed to be more than one?
Chaos bomb. Okay.
Huh. Right, so someone wants you dead. Or chaosy.
Yeah, probably dead.
Right. Oh, of course, there we go. Conrad.
Mm-hmm. What an asshole.
Hmm. Eh, some do.
Mm-hmm. You have dealt me a mortal insult, one that can only be washed away by blood. No. I am not tainted by chaos. I know nothing of this package.
The,
I give you my word.
the affairs of a rogue trader do not concern you. Shut up. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would also be pretty tired too.
uh.
Jesus Christ.
You know, just let me take it. You stand between me and my precious. My precious. Okay, so we're killing him. So you're doing this for are we doing this for heretical reasons or are we doing this for chaosy reasons or?
I really don't want to kill him.
Too bad
Why?
you failed all the tests.
True.
Oh, I see. You just put a bolt round through him.
Mm-hmm. Demolition.
Tormented
Play
bracelets.
the mines. We have insufficient, not resources and knowledge. We'll destroy this thing along with the ship.
You're destroying tormented bracelets.
It'll be heretical anyway, so we're
None are better at searching.
Ooh. The Aquila.
Expeditionary footwear. When the wearer uses a navigator power, they gain plus 15% dodge until the end of the round.
Hmm.
If such is the Emperor's will.
There is still one thing that you can interact with on the ship. What's in that?
Just some, like, other random I interact with.
Tread carefully, Rogue Trader.
Nappy. Nappy.
What, the text?
Ah, it's just the text.
Yeah, I'd already interacted with that.
That's just a whole bunch of space dust.
All plastic.
Oh hey, new planet, what's on the plasteel?
Go fucking figure.
Man, I wonder why there's so much armor that's made out of plasteel. I wonder why all the walls are made out of plasteel.
Yeah, I want to go to Janice because there's a bunch of what is it? People that I want to over there.
Yeah, there's a Contract available.
Mm-hmm.
A cure for sloth. Huh.
The following project must be completed in the Protectorate: Giants. First ignition was held on. Oh, so there's a thing on Kiev again.
Where would it even be?
Kiev Gamma, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Giants. I need more efficiency. Yeah, I would do that. Ooh, and then I get plus 10 mobile extractium, so yeah, I do really want that. We have received a report from Dragonia. Some common folk now have succumbed to the heresy of defiance, forming into gangs known as Engine Vandals. They now ride across the wastes on wasteland-adapted cleaning Goliaths. They have declared themselves outside the law, raiding the hive's outskirts only to escape retribution with wastelands. Despite your act of grace, these ungrateful heretics are fleeing the hives, abandoning their workstations, and inciting others to do the same. They even dare spread lies and slander, stating they are being used as slaves, so great are the appetites of yesterday's refugees. Rumor has it that the four-man clan in charge of debris removal in the ruins of Sapono. Associated with these vandals, we can pass on your words to the renegades via the foreman, or force them to disclose the locations of the rebels. A workers' union?
Oh no!
Why am I 40k? Nah, we can't be having that, Ryan.
Why would you want unions? You know, they only make things better for the workers and make things better for the common folk.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Renegades who can invoke such fear. I wonder if there been such exiles in my house. Would their presence have curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in case of conflict? I am scheming and conspiring right now, am I not?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Lady Cassia. You can scheme. It's your birthright.
Yeah.
They gladly accepted your proposal. Having received weapons and information, the engine vandal slaughtered several brash and troublesome aristocrats in a few successful raids, sowing fear and reliance on the rogue traders' protection. The roar of their engines was like a snapping a whip over the heads of frightened cattle. Completed filth of the expanse, security -3. I got a lot of other stuff.
Ah, hit Y to get back here.
Ooh, all allies gain +5 melee damage.
For what?
20% damage to their attacks opportunity. I gain the bloody Underhive leader feature.
Ah.
Guilds. Allowing artisans to unite in the guilds in order to protect their rights and control entire hive segments will cause an explosive growth of industry. This in turn will bring about devastating
Okay.
storms of acid rain pouring down from the poisoned atmosphere.
Can you keep the microphone a little bit closer to you as you, because the longer
Sorry,
you
I'm
talk,
leaning.
the longer you talk,
I
the
was
more you
I was
lean
leaning
back,
back.
and the further away the microphone gets.
I know. I'm thinking of guilds.
Okay.
Lord Captain, a disturbing report has come from the quarries of Vabos 6. The convicts have lost their minds. They forget how to use tools, and they huddle together and continue to stare aimlessly into space, even under the lashes of whips, ruining the mining deadlines. Damn it, we broke them. Some are possessed with the urge to use their nails to scratch blasphemous symbols on tools, machines, or even their own bodies. Most mad have painted the walls of several mines from floor to ceiling with the symbols, and then have gone off deep into the mining tunnels. None of them could be found. The overseers consider it a ploy to divert attention away from the escapees and an impending rebellion. Okay, so they start basically drawing a bunch of heresy all across the walls, mysteriously go missing, and it's like, nah, they're just trying to, what is it? divert attention away from the escapees. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
What are those symbols? It is hard to give these drawings any sort of intelligible definition. Unnaturally round circles connected by lines. The lines are interrupted by groups of dots. Some patterns follow some sort of common logic, others unique. I can provide pics of them. Are connected through a strange logical sequence.
Methinks I know what.
My advisors have to say, spotting an intriguing pattern in the drawing of the symbols left by prisoners. Hypothesis: they have a practical purpose. Requesting access to the mines and the right to investigate the specimen for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Disappearing prisoners? What is the point of running away from penal servitude if the entire world is a prison cell? Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. No, Shireen, these Ashma mags have found some sort of smuggling network and are hiding there. And the drawings are their secret language, to which they use to give orders to their fellow prisoners. I know some guys who can find such secret places and decipher these languages. That does not sound like that at all.
No.
If convicts continue to disappear for no reason, then unrest will soon follow. Whether out of fear or hope for the possibility of escape, to stifle this, we must put pressure on the convicts' leaders. My experience suggests such people can hold more sway than any overseer.
Well, clearly none of them don't remember the that ship that crashed in, or that settled, half crashed on that planet. I Methinks we should go investigate and then get the hell out of there when we find the Steelers.
Yeah. It's been granted servitorization.
In order to
Right.
maintain production levels.
But it seems in the end something was found after all. The drawing of the prisoners have been too systematic. They could not simply be gibberish. The sets of repeating elements of the dashes and dots are far too similar. But if it was indeed a secret language, then judging by its complexity and the impossibility of decoding it, the language was definitely not created by a convict.
So that's punishment of the thinkers. Great, now I have the, like, kind of that really horrible history song in my head.
Yeah.
I do find Dreamless funny.
It's the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed of projects, increasing and decreasing them. Let's see. pretty full. Torpedoes do a plus 15%. Blood sports, and then Abelard will probably get a decent use out of this two-handed chain axe.
Wait, where are you?
Because I'm managing my colonies.
Okay.
And what is it? If I do this specific thing, then I get what is it? I get a chain axe and a bunch of profit factor, and the chain axe looks wonderful. Ooh, that'd be a good weapon for what is it, Erickson?
What would be a good...
Epiphany. It does 13 to 23 damage. Power sword has 30% armor penetration. Strike is 1 AP, cleave is 2 AP. And if the wielder kills an enemy with charge, this ability has no cooldown.
Where is it?
It's, again, I'm looking through my colony management. It's when you complete certain things, you get certain bonuses.
Okay.
Go. Yeah, now we're going down to the planet Janus. Need to find the merchants.
Right.
There's a way to access them without.
Marching on.
somehow selected that through the goddamn. Okay, so I guess not.
I'll take it from here.
Data meditation is terminated.
Okay. See, where are these different guys? There's one on footfall, the other's on footfall, the other's on footfall. Are they all on footfall? Okay, it seems like they are. All of them on footfall. Okay, so that is the only place in the entire fucking galaxy where you can buy shit.
Ah,
Amazing. Where the fuck is footfall?
Furibundus. It's in the Furibundus system.
I thank you first, mate.
There we go.
Do I detect doubt in your voice?
You were able to hit the button?
Only the Rogue Traders are right to perform this action.
I'm gonna take that as a no. What system is footfall in?
Furibundus.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking a vacation in Warhammer 40k. Sounds like a really not good time.
Nah. What should I do in Paradise World?
Yeah,
What?
but you get through the Paradise World, you gotta go through the warp.
What brought this on?
The fact that we nearly had an issue on the ship.
Right.
I just took one look at it and go,
Okay, so we gotta bring a, what? Diviner machine.
ifs.
Hmm. Blessed bolter casing. Oh, throne. That is great for Argenta.
No, it was just holding relics that we don't actually make use of. We just have it in a
Items
hardback.
received. Blessed bolter casing.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Single attacks with
Ooh.
bolter weapons auto hit.
No, that's good for me, Ryan. Because I use a bolt pistol.
Ooh. A ghost sword.
Taking a lot of stuff for this one. We are absolutely ransacking it.
I mean, it has no need for any of this. And as a rogue trader, it is your right. Acquired cargo. Fuel. As it even states, it's a dead world. I'm gonna say plasteel.
How did you know?
Well, you know, the look of the planet.
And the fact that it's a planet.
Yeah, did we go to that Savannah world? I would have.
But that's the thing that we could do with the diviner.
Yeah.
We took some money. We probably will have a hard time because I want to get straight to over here.
What the hell's going on?
Going to make a very, very rough warp jump.
What to two set speculo?
What is it? To Palatium Delos.
This is, you do know that we're on an uncharted system, right?
Oh,
You didn't notice that was an uncharted system, did you?
I forgot. Ah, well, we can always go back.
Another annoyance.
Looks like everything is in front. I like how I put Abelard here and there's like, oh yeah, no, he can go, Abelard can go out here. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Abelard up here. Pascal here, and Heinrichs here. So, where did these plagued undead come from, besides Nurgle?
Doesn't matter.
Now you're clad in scars.
Bikes.
Why is it that my three characters always the last?
But hey, don't worry, Ryan. I cleared the first wave. Here you go, Abelard.
I must not falter.
Remember to not use your warp abilities, Ryan.
Yeah, when I get around to actually having my turn. Because the currents feel like an actual game of Warhammer, of Big Hammer. You know, your opponent has an entire turn first, wipes half your team off, wipes half your forces off the board and goes, well, now it's your turn.
I deal death with my hands.
Nice.
Stay vigilant. Follow my lead.
Yeah, you really rolled quite poorly on the heads. Hey, shit, I've got to.
What's the plan?
Face claims another one.
Okay, that was decent.
Weapon at the ready.
Well, one good thing, Ryan, you'll be able to use, what is it, Abelard's ultimate.
First things first, let me just squeeze in here. Yeah, that'll take them all out. Actually, what if I go here, then do this? No. Okay, just go there.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. The more, the better.
Nice.
At your beck and call.
So you're saying that I should just walk around killing everything and then head to the Plague Bearer?
Yeah, but switch, buff yourself and do other stuff with your current ability points so you don't waste them. Use like defensive parry. Oh no, you also have your flamer, digi-flamer.
Yeah.
And a charge.
Target well struck.
Yeah, I was planning on charging the Plague Bearer.
Yeah.
I will do my duty. It will
No
be
longer
done.
charge.
Abelard, my charge went nowhere. I
Yeah, because
charged.
you don't have any more points.
Oh well, now we just walk around.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
Yeah. Blood strikes and get with.
Follow my lead. One fewer target.
Ah, here we go, wave 3.
It
Yeah,
will be
we won't
done.
activate that then. He just wipe his blade with his guts.
Probably, I mean it is a Plague Bearer.
My place is at the fore. Reduce to dust.
Good job, all of you guys.
Come on, keep it going! Let's go! He's going again! Damn, I didn't parry. Again?
took care of this one.
That's just funny.
Reduced to dust. Just a minor setback.
And then let's
You
talk.
have 30 movement! You have 30 movement!
Unfortunately, I can't use it. I can use it, but I'm not gonna because I have no AP. Like, I can move, but what am I gonna move to? What am I gonna do?
You're gonna run
That's
away
all back and
to
forth.
like the other end of the fucking map, apparently.
I'm gonna run past them all.
No, don't stay there.
Of course, I'm not gonna fucking move. I'm gonna taunt them all for Heinrichs. Now here's where the fun begins. Where's my area attack? I have 5, so yeah. Let's do it. Oh, I can hit 5 of them. And not harm Abelard. Let's go.
For the throne's glory. Let's see to it. I won't object to it. Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Oh no.
Abelard is the fucking one. Is make them all surround him. Making them prone targets for areas.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Don't forget to buff your weapons, right?
I'm not.
Shrine the memory of this righteous moment.
Did I end that one's turn?
It's exceedingly funny hearing everything occur.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Yeah, they're all taunted.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay, let me just slot myself in between them.
I will do my duty.
Here's to this being the last round.
Back and forth. What's your target?
Too bad I'm still standing.
Now, that's a lot of crap. I love that one. Everything dies equally. They all share the same fate. The Xenos, the Heretic, and Plasteel. The Xenos, the Heretic, and the Plasteel all share the same fate. Well, I mean, to a sororitas, yeah, they do. Hello?
Left this here.
I said before we go to that planet, we should check out that void ship.
Oh,
What'd you get?
more extractiums
Cool.
and a few other bits and pieces. I can plunder the void.
Why are they after burning worlds? Is they throne? They actually agree on something?
You know what? I want that information.
Why don't you just share? Oh, what? But they're both going, hey, you should take them.
No. What is it? Because if I share the information, they're gonna profit,
Right.
and I don't want to, what is it, help no smuggler. So I'll just take the information.
Oh yes, you're taking the pancreas no work attitude of, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hopefully someone soon we should have. Do we already have the second vessel?
No.
I lift up my voice in prayer
Yeah, we
for
do.
this vessel and its
And
hammered
it-
guns.
I was fucking right, it's an AI! So,
Also, that is a massive vehicle. Shit.
you sure about this?
Very.
Alright, launch the torpedoes.
Me.
You weren't gonna open fire with the lance first?
Yeah, probably should have done that.
Fire starboard batteries.
And then I'll go behind it so it can't fire at me.
I shall start with a vulnerability scan. Since we're this close.
Got a lot of shields. Ooh, and it's on the side.
Firing the God's Bane. And I guess we could fire it like that.
The target's void shield has been weakened.
You are gonna restart the shields.
Who, me? No, God no.
Reinforce shields on right. On stop. reinforce starboard shields.
Yeah, well,
What's that escort
what's that thing
doing?
doing? AI was shit. Yeah, I think this guy's not living. I probably should have done that after I left.
The enemies of humanity.
An unsophisticated
But I didn't take any
victory.
damage, so it's all good.
Let's go. And now they're just gone. Alright. Lost our hands off that, and let's continue. Oh. How much do you need Xenotech?
I do find it very funny that we use the light array.
Well, basically that's what a lot of like just entourage sort of things actually use, is just a lighter.
Yeah, because they were like
The sooner
insanely
we
fast.
start,
For a brick, it flew pretty good. The dead noblewoman is staring at the sky with unblinking eyes. Her fingers have been thoroughly broken, and a tangle of intestines lies atop her slashed weapon. Yeah, I don't know if these guys are having too much fun.
Heinrichs went.
The
I
imprint of torment
Shut
and
it!
fatigue has been left upon this world.
Okay.
The mark of my dark cousins is so stark, cannot be anything but a trap.
So as I moved up,
Yeah, so
Heinrichs.
this is darker.
So yeah, as I moved up, Heinrichs went. The Xenos got to the runaways before we could. I doubt any of them are still alive.
Executing request.
And look, there's a. I still need to paint my lighter. Like, it's all ready for painting. I just haven't painted it.
A tantalizing anomaly.
Too hard for a simple
Fascinating
monkey.
stratagem.
Keep a sharp eye.
Yeah, it's just cargo. Oh look, survivors. Never mind.
You were saying?
At last. You took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
hold your foul tongue, abomination.
Blood.
Filth will not use that tone with the Emperor's chosen.
He's white with fury.
Why? I sent an invitation by way of the cattle that dwelt on this world. And the chosen has so obediently appeared. How are my words anything but the truth?
How disappointing. This clearly isn't Erimeris, the Cabal's Archon, whom we had the displeasure of meeting on Verbos 6. Once again, we are dealing with a pawn instead of the true root of the problem.
A little little monkey remembered the Archon's name. Such a clever thing you are. You might just make a good pet after you've been properly trained and stripped of your misplaced arrogance.
Did Heinrichs...
One of my soft-bodied kin. What meager offering tempted you to lower yourself to attending these animals? Or does their company remind you of being among your lost brothers and sisters?
Damn, that is a fucking insult.
What do you know about my brothers and sisters, Dark One?
Only that they wander blind and helpless, robbed of their home and hope. But why am I telling you this? Isn't it your duty to watch over your kin, outcast?
Yay, we can be a dickhead. My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you. How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin have always been enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
That thing is perceptive.
Oh, you can just fuck over Heinrichs.
I command substantial resources.
I suppose you are forthright in that regard. But simple riches do not change the fact of your weak, short-sighted, deficient nature. No, there is another reason why the monkey have so suddenly become so astute.
True.
I will tell you this, monkey. I know you might be lying to me, or you might even be unaware of who is guiding your hand. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you too have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all.
Have we been running ourselves ragged?
Stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled.
Imagine naming a place Maleficent.
The Cabal of the Reaving Tempest
As
will
in
be
like
waiting
Maleficent.
for you, monkey.
As in like
Do
evil.
not come unarmed.
That's what we've called it.
Maleficum basically means, yes, place of evil.
Jaden, that's what we've called it.
I know. We called it place of evil.
Very well. Amuse me.
You're just not going to go into conversations like Xenos kill.
Oh,
Actually, this is going to be funny. I can put Abelard all the way up here. Like before, I can only put him here. Then I moved him over here, which was the edge. I like when I move Abelard, suddenly he gets a lot more movement. It's really funny. I'll have.
Oh. They got one of those snake guys.
I'll have Pascal and Heinrichs move clear around the left.
Can you move Pascal one back a bit?
That's why I just put Heinrichs.
Yeah, but no, because remember I need to charge forward with Cassia so you don't get caught in the blast range.
There. I put him back.
You go.
Meanwhile, Abelard's just gonna charge.
Yep.
Jakari. Power from pain. For each creature that's burning, bleeding, stunned, or toxin, or under the toxin effects in a 5-cell radius, it gains 3 strength, 3 willpower, and a temporary wound. Lovely. Isn't that just like the most one of the most Drakari bloody passives?
And it kind of cracks me up just how much range this thing has. We even got that guy all the way over there.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So she takes recoil damage when using.
When she does it, when she does twice, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes, would have said it.
Yeah, I'm basically what I know. Basically, I call it recoil damage because of the Pokemon move. Because that's basically what it's called in Pokemon.
Well, it's on top of the barrel. What?
Hey, why not, right?
I have come.
Hello, Wooded.
Hello.
Okay, well, don't come in public.
I'll do it anyways.
Don't give a shit.
Exactly. I come where I please. What?
Made my day.
Yes, it's a Team Fortress, Titanfall 2 meme.
No, but actually, open it up. See what they actually.
You know, someone like someone on a motorcycle is going 100% do that.
Yeah, I know. It's such. It looks identical. It looks identical.
But you know, like someone on a motorcycle is 100% gonna do this.
Yeah, and he's got like a grenade to throw down the hole as well, just to really finish it off. Finish the vehicle off.
A thermite grenade.
You gotta admit that is such a fucking good meme. I love it.
Yeah.
By the way, Jen, the Slith is moving next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ryan. So, I just can't stop winning in Zenless on Zero. I just can't stop winning.
In what?
In Zenless on Zero.
Okay.
I got Jane without having to pull for like her again, Like I didn't get yeah, well, I was just saying, like, I won her
Fortune favors the
50-50.
swift.
I won, fucking Caesar's 50-50. I won,
Pain and
Unagi's
duty go hand in
50-50.
hand.
What other character was there besides Bernice?
Who was before Bernice?
Yeah.
Caesar
I
was
won't do
before
that.
Bernice.
Yeah, like, I got Jane Doe, Caesar, and Yanagi. And, like, I won all of their 50s in a row.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Yeah, I didn't get Jane. Instead of Jane, I got Grace for my S.
Yeah.
But I got Caesar in 30 pulls.
Yeah. I got Yanagi in 10.
I
Nice.
won't object to it.
Yeah. Like...
Yeah, I need to continue playing, because I stopped playing it for a while.
I like how they're like, oh, best Yanagi team. And it's her, Bernice, and Caesar. I have one of those characters. I have Seth.
Nice.
Jane,
I
Grace,
love-
and Seth are apparently.
I'm not fond of a lot of ships, but the shipping between Seth and Jane can continue
Yeah.
indefinitely.
Yeah, I like the shipping between those two as well. It's great.
Let's see to it.
Oh yeah, we get to see baby Sakaku.
Hey Ryan,
Yeah.
you hit the rock in front of you.
I'm still upset that I wasn't able to get Zhu Yuan. Oh yeah, it was Qingyi. Or Qingyi, however you want
Yeah,
to say it.
Chingy and what is it?
Yeah, well, I didn't pull for Qingyi because I thought I wouldn't get her. But I think Jane came out after her, and I get Jane. So I could have gotten the funny Freerin character. I'm only saying that because she makes the same face. Oh yeah, I've actually reached 11-3 realistically in Japan now in War Thunder.
Yeah, nice.
Like,
Unfortunate, but nice.
Yeah, I bought the Fuji recently when it was on sale, and that's gotten me through the Type 81, the Tansam, and the Type 90. Like,
Right.
the tech tree. Because me and my friend are doing the event right now.
Request approved.
The KV7. He's doing it because he wants the IS7, and I'm just doing it because good incentive, I guess. You know?
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
So, also with the 2,500 GE it gave me for buying the vehicle, I used 500 of that just to buy the Japanese flag, and I put it on all of my Japanese vehicles.
Yeah.
Which, oh yeah, they're adding another premium to the Chinese tech tree this update.
Oh yeah.
Just take a guess of what it is. I don't know if Jaden knows about it, but if he does, I don't want him to say it.
It's a plane.
No, close. It flies.
It's a heli.
Yes. Guess what kind of helicopter it is?
An attack heli?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know shit. I don't know jack about bloody planes and helis.
It's Pakistani.
Right.
It's an Mi-35M.
Okay.
It's just an Mi-35. The Pakistanis have Mi-35s, and they're adding one to the Chinese tech tree.
Predictable downfall.
As a premium. It's gonna be, like, somehow more expensive than the Z19 now I've thought it.
Meanwhile,
on the
Meanwhile, the
On the
South African heli that's coming, the Super Hind, is a squad vehicle. It's a squadron vehicle.
We're getting 2 Mi-24s this update.
And 4 OSAs as well.
Yeah, like
2. It's like 2 of them. Like there are 2 pairs. Like yeah, but they're all still OSAs. Like sure, 2 of them are AKs and 2 of them are AKMs, but they're all still the same thing. What's the difference? The radar.
yeah, they're also adding a new Vigan.
Right.
Which they're adding 2 variants of it. One that's actually the tech tree version, and the one that's like the premium version. They're the same aircraft, but it's gonna be a rank. What is this? 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be a rank 8 premium.
Right.
13.0.
A tactical
$80.
Of course.
But they're adding 2.
Bloody hell, you're still alive.
They're adding 2 versions of it to the game. One that will just be tech tree, which is the same as the premium. The premium just has a skin. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 13.0.
Grey hair, sure
That's
hand.
it. That's all it gets.
Victory is imminent.
Yeah, Japan.
Oh, hello.
Unworthy soul.
I keep searching up like. What about these guys first? Yeah, show me the equipment of the Royal Thai military. Yeah, they could add the Boeing AH-6 to the Japanese because of Thailand. Because they have 8 on order, which means they're going to have them. You know what else they could add?
What?
You know the Z-11WA that's in the Chinese tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a French helicopter. The Chinese just looked at it and went, yeah.
Ours.
Yeah, like, if you actually search up the... Okay. Like, if you actually search up the vehicle, and like, even on the Wikipedia for it, right? It says, the Chonghe Z-11 is a light utility helicopter developed by Chonghe Aircraft Industries Corporation, CAIC. According to the Chonghe Aircraft Industries Corporation website, it is claimed to be the first indigenously designed helicopter in China. However, it is largely based on the Eurocopter AS-350 Ecureuil, or something like that.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that they did the Chinese thing.
Yeah.
They saw something and decided to make a copy.
Yeah. Which there's actually some. Yeah, there's actually some versions of the Eurocopter AS-350 actually on display in Australia in 5 different locations. It looks like.
Right.
The RAF Museum in Point Cook, the Fleet Air Arm Museum in. I have no clue how the fuck to say that.
Don't frighten me.
Nalra.
Hold on,
Sure.
type it into the
Nowra.
NOWRA.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Nowra.
Nowra. Yeah, there's one there.
That guy off.
There's one in the Australian War Memorial. To serve as gate guard HMAS Albatross and the Army Aviation Museum in Oakley. I almost said Oakley at first. It's not Oakley. It's not Oakley. It's Oakley. There we go.
Hey Jen, I could use Daring Breach. I just continue my rampage.
Why does
No, you won't have enough range to get to the guy over there, and that guy's on 1 hit point.
What, the guy in 3? The guy... What, you mean you're talking about the 2 guys in front of, in front of the Lord Captain?
Just leave those two guys for me. Save the.
Alright.
Ability.
Why the fuck does Russia use them? Huh?
Sorry?
Huh? Yeah, Russia uses the Eurocopter AS-350.
Okay.
Their aerospace forces use it. So does South Africa for their police services and National Parks Air Wing. Do you want to?
The National Parks has what was that? An attack helicopter or a utility helicopter?
The AS-350 is a utility, but can be armed for military use. Oh,
right.
Do you want to know who uses it in the United States?
Hey.
You want the Texas DPS, Alaska State Troopers, Anaheim Police Department, the Baltimore County Police Department, California Highway Patrol, East Flagler Mosquito Control District, Los Angeles County Sheriff Department, Los Angeles Police Department, Memphis Police Department, DC Metropolitan Police Department, the Miami Police Department, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, the Oklahoma City Police Department, the Orange County Sheriff's Department, Philadelphia Police Department, San Diego Police Department, San Jose Police Department, and the U.S. Customs and Border Control.
Yeah, I would say that the police, but the budget that the police get is too much, but they're about to get a lot more, aren't they?
Another one.
I mean, granted, here's the thing: you kind of need to fund the police quite heavily, because you can like former cops even say like the training isn't that good. Because I feel like what people forget is that police officers have to go through training.
Yeah, so fund the training and not like
yeah,
you know
like
all of that.
Yeah, it's just like with the rate that things are going in the United States, we do need to have a more heavily armed police, mainly because of gang violence. There's like, I think they say like over 3,000 gangs in the United States.
Fate claims another one.
Right.
Like, yeah, no, that's not even close. There is 30,000 gangs in the United States.
What do you want? Do you want an El Salvador-esque battle?
Jaden, that guy by the don't forget about the Cabalite Warrior that fired at you earlier.
Yeah, I know.
No, I don't want that. I want a response like the Russians did multiple times now I think about it. Like that one video on YouTube years ago of them just taking a HMG and just shooting into a building with a barricaded suspect. I think it was like a BRDM or like a BTR. They just started shooting into the house.
Oh, the suspect might still the suspect might have barricaded themselves in this building. So, well, that's good enough for us. Bring in the 30 mil. Fire at the building.
Wait, what? Oh, I accidentally pressed spacebar. Fuck me.
Russian special forces completely destroy house during shootout. Yeah, I found the video. Yeah, they used like a BTR, I think 60.
I'll put my psychic abilities
I think
to
they used
use.
like a BTR 60 at one point to shoot at a barricaded suspect.
Brilliant.
I mean, if he has a dangerous weapon, like a a high caliber rifle, then I guess that's warranted. I don't fucking know. I don't care. It's funny, but like not practical in my opinion. But sure.
Hold on, Jen, I hit that guy on 18%.
I mean, the Russian police has a long history of being extremely brutal. They've used fucking gas before. Like, oh, how do we deal with a bunch of terrorists who took over a theater? Oh, let's just gas them. Oh, wait, you know. The civilians have lungs too.
Part of the betrayal.
From that to the siege of Beslan. the Russians don't have a great history with their police.
Why can I not use Hunt Down the Prey?
The Royal Australian Navy used the AS-350. With it being used by the Australian Navy, it could be added to Britain. Realistically, could. Sure, add the Russian variant. Paraguay. Oh, they could do the Pakistan version under probably. Israel. The Israeli police use it. Okay, cool. Jordan.
Woe to you.
Indonesia.
Beyond the side
municipal government of Makima Regency. Or Regency. The Icelandic Coast Guard. Okay. France, the Gendarmerie Nationale. The Royal Danish Air Force. Canada. Cambodia. Brazil. The Austrian Federal Police. They could add like the Danish version of it because I think this is able to be armed.
Back to you.
But the Chinese version definitely can be armed. Only China uses it though.
What, the Chinese... China only uses is the only user of the Chinese version.
Yeah, they're the only version of the Chinese version of the AS-350. Like, genuinely, they could just copy paste this over and no one would notice the difference, I would say. Like, oh, it's a new helicopter. It's totally not the same fucking thing. But sure, I guess. What else do they use? The Thai. They use the Mi-17.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Yeah, the Mi-17.
Should I use Daring Breach now?
It will be done.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Daring Breach.
At your beck and call.
Good to see that the fact
No matter the cost.
the Dutch are still making aircraft and people are still buying them. Oh, they use the Super Lynx
Follow my lead.
as an anti-surface
An exemplary
warfare
strike.
vehicle. Ah, interesting. Quite interesting.
Target well struck.
Yes, quite.
Victory is an
that
exemplary
means
strike.
they could add the Lynx from the British tree over to the
Indeed.
Japanese.
Reduced to dust.
I mean, the two are practically the same thing, Britain and Japan. Island nations, they have historically been hated by their neighbors. They took Chinese tea. You know, they've had large empires. If you
They both took part in the siege of Peking.
yeah, they love whitewash curry from India. What else? They both have legends of like really strong swords. Some shit like that. Okay, now I've looked at the Thai stuff. Let's look at Indonesian. In terms of aircraft, they use the Mi-35.
Alright.
They have 7 Mi-35s, but they have 8 Apaches. They use the BO-105, the Germans.
You know, I wonder when they're gonna add the Mirage to the British tree, or the Mirage 3 specifically.
What? is that?
Australia.
Yeah. I mean, they're adding it to China. I wouldn't rule out them adding it to fucking Britain at this point.
Because that's what we use until the F-18.
Yeah.
And then we got rid of the F-18s for the FA-18s.
Yeah. I feel like Australia would have been a better country than India. Like, do both, but I feel like Australia should have been heavily favored more. Because if you add more Indian shit to the tech tree, it's just making it more Russian than anything.
Whereas if you add Australia, it's like, what do we got? We go leopard,
French and German,
and American.
Yeah.
Especially when you get modern, it goes America.
Which, I mean, granted, that wouldn't be all that bad because the UK already has a precedence for using American vehicles, like the Sherman Firefly. Even though it has a British gun, it's still an American chassis, turret, and you know all that. Engine-wise, they just took out the fucking stabilizer.
Alright.
Like, and then the M109 as well. Got that. You're also getting some American shit through Canada because of the Ram 2 and the Skink. Yeah, you already have the Skink. You got that. You have the tow on the Desert Warrior. The Apache. What? Thunderbolt Mark 1 is a P-47, right? Yeah. Right?
The Thunderbolt is a P-47.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Let's see. The Mustang Mark 1A, that's just a P-51. The MB-5, I think? Yeah, P-51, but like heavily modified. So, and the Harrier. I don't know if the Harrier is actually British or American in origin. I kind of forget.
British.
Yeah. The F4J though, the UK. That's American in origin. So you have a precedence of using American technology already in the British tech tree.
Yeah.
If you just focus more on like favoring Australia over India, it would just expand upon that in a way that I feel like would be okay. Like even the Stormer AD that you just got recently uses Stingers and the GAL 12, right? So it would just expand on using American equipment while throwing in some German and French in there at the same time, which I feel like would be a little bit more expansive than just saying, fuck it, India. T-90 with a giant spade on the front. Good idea.
How it's like, oh yes, and like, the thing is, like, most of the Indian stuff is just going, oh yeah, premium.
Yeah, premium, which I mean, granted, isn't bad. It's not a bad way of doing it. It's just adding more stuff for the UK if you want it. You don't need it, or if you don't want it, right? You don't need or want it, right?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It just, like, especially like the Jaguar IS, it just gives you more things to do. Like for the event when it was going on, it just gives you more
like
shit.
South Africa was a good choice for a for an actual sub tree.
Yeah, genuinely, it was probably the best out of all the Commonwealth nations, just because of how unique everything is. Like
yeah, our uniqueness kind of stopped at the AC4. Large, kind of. We're still making vehicles, but nothing like
Yeah.
frontline vehicle, but no actual frontline vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, granted though, I think the AC-4 is like the pinnacle of Australian ingenuity. Like this, I think outdoes almost anything the British could ever do, except the Cromwell. I fucking love the Cromwell.
Like without the Mark IV or the AC4, the Firefly would not exist.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like the
Hey
only
Jerry.
Cool.
the only thing that I wish that the AC-4 had was the stabilizer from like what, the American 76? Doesn't it have like a stabilizer thing? Yeah, it has a vertical stabilizer. With a 76mm gun, that's okay. That's the only thing I wish that the AC-4 had. That's it.
Right.
But other than that, it's way better than whatever the British could have done. Like, the Comet is solid. I like the Comet. I like the Cromwell. And I like the Centurion. But anything else is kind of dog shit. Like, I don't like the Centurions because I don't like being geriatrically slow to the point I could be driving to the next American election in that thing and miss it. That's how slow it is. I could miss the next American election in that thing, and it's just not fun.
The Vickers is also good.
What?
The
Vickers
Vickers.
Mark 1.
The Vickers were good up until like the Mark IV, pretty much, and then then they came back with the Mark 7 when and they worked with Rheinmetall, but then they lost the But then it all fell
The band.
apart.
Oh yeah, I want to say I'm sorry for coming into the voice call and just talking about fucking War Thunder. Like, I know you guys are playing a different game, but like I just come in and just start talking about War Thunder.
I mean, it's going to YouTube anyway, so
Yeah. But also I'm glad that they actually added the standard, like, well, not standard, but like just a flat green camo for British vehicles. I'm so happy they did that. You can't understand how happy I am to just not be blinded by fucking beige. You know? I hate sand. I hate the desert. I hate it so much, and seeing that makes my eyes hurt. I'm not a fan of sand.
it's coarse, it's rough,
It gets
coarse,
It gets everywhere.
it gets everywhere.
Literally, I hate it for those reasons. It gets everywhere, and it just becomes itchy. Oh yeah, I think whenever I preview the Churchill crocodile, it just has the Spanish flags on it. Like, it has Spanish round tools and a Spanish flag on the back of the turret. So, previewing it makes no sense. Syndrome. But Cherry, I was just telling, Palmos about the, my opinions on the British tech tree regarding India and the British tech tree.
Well, my opinion is that they should add the fucking Arjun. Just I don't give a fuck. Like, there are a lot of prototype Indian vehicles.
I was telling Palmos that I feel like they should have just favored Australia over India, because the way that they're adding Indian things to the tech tree is just very haphazard. There's really not anything.
Yeah, like
unique.
that's the problem.
You get a Jaguar IS that was
Yeah.
an event vehicle. Wow, I really enjoy having the exact same vehicle that's already in the tech tree. at a higher BR.
Yeah.
Well, it may
That's
not be the same thing, but it's the same.
By the way,
airframe.
there's a chest for you to unlock with.
Alright.
Like the problem with Gaijin is that like there are a lot of Indian vehicles, prototype vehicles, which they could add, which would be very unique.
Well,
like they could add the Arjun.
Yeah, you see, here's the thing: they could do that
There
with
was
other
this.
they could do that with other countries too, like China, when the whole controversy of them adding Singapore, the Singaporean Leopard 2A4 SG, to the Chinese tech tree. A lot of Chinese players were upset about that because they wanted more indigenously made Chinese vehicles added to their tech tree instead of copy and paste from other tech trees.
After your intervention, I feel 50 years
younger. I don't know
younger.
if Gaijin actually
Both
was
my knee
planning on
implants are
doing
as good
this,
as new.
adding that vehicle or not. I don't know. I don't work for Gaijin. But if they were, the way that like the entire community, well, at least the Chinese community, and like almost everywhere from what I saw, like 4chan, Reddit, Steam, everywhere, they were kind of clowning on
Where's the chest?
for the
Press M.
for that like potential decision. And
like I don't know what with Gaijin, because like there's this T-72 which doesn't have an autoloader.
What was inside of
it? It has a 4-man crew.
Cargo.
Which Gaijin could add. Like just I don't know what's wrong with them.
I'm waiting for them to do an event based around the one, like, Russian tank that was proposed in the 90s that had 2 autoloaders in it. It had the carousel autoloader, partially, I believe, and a bustle turret, like, bustle autoloader in, like, the rear of the turret. So basically, like, a Japanese, like, Type 10, Type 90, or Leclerc style autoloader. Yeah. Yeah, it had an autoloader like that, and it was like the Black Eagle or tank or whatever. It was armed with a 125mm gun, but a 152mm gun was possible. And it says that combine the carousel autoloader of the T-80U in the turret basket together with another autoloader in the turret bustle, unlike other Soviet and Russian tanks at the time. The turret bustle part of the autoloader housed all propellant charges and some projectiles, while the carousel autoloader only held projectiles, the less volatile part of the 2-part ammunition. This new autoloader would allow the use of longer APF-SDS ammunition with increased penetration, and it was not restricted by the dimensions of the carousel autoloader. I'm waiting for Gaijin to do that, because you know they are. They have the 2 variants that they could do, and I feel like they might just go with the 152mm and just call it there.
Because it's gonna be better.
Yeah, it'll basically be the Object 292, but better in every regard. Because the Object 292 already has 695mm of pen at pen 7, which is
except
crazy,
you're removing the weakness of again I just shoot the carousel.
Yeah. Like it'll still actually have that carousel autoloader because it's a 2-stage autoloader. Which is
but it won't have any propellant in it, so it can't actually detonate.
Yeah.
Which as I said, removes that weakness.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it had thermals or anything like that. I doubt it. So I don't know. Knowing Gaijin, they would probably just give it thermals anyways, because not much is known about the tank because it was a tank project in the 90s. And Russian tank projects in the 90s were not known for going well. I'm just waiting for them to add that, because at that point we know that, like, Russia's just gonna stomp with that thing. Because it would probably have higher penetration than the Object 292. Probably around like 700, 800. It might have a longer reload than like what, the 7 seconds of like a T90, T72, or 6.5 than a T80. It'd probably be a little bit longer, but not exactly as long as 10 seconds, like the Object 292.
Right.
I would think maybe more 8 or 9 seconds. You know?
Yeah.
But no, it's like I really wish that they favored more so like either doing Commonwealth or India. Like do the collective Commonwealth more or do India more. Do one or the other. You know? Because I feel like the way that they're doing India isn't all that good. And the way that they're doing the Commonwealth isn't all that good either.
Oh my god, that is heretical.
What is?
Idira, there are a lot of psychers on my home planet Lyra, Lord Captain. Do you know why? There, we are not despised, persecuted, or enslaved on black ships. There we are sheltered from raids, executed, educated, and respected. Of course, it is all done in secrecy from outsiders, but I can suggest which ruler to contact. Perhaps the von Valankius family name will be enough to make a deal and obtain a more educated group of astropaths rather than some criminal rat. Basically, they're, sheltering, we'll call it.
They are harboring mutants.
Whenever I think of Psychers, I just think of Stellaris at this point.
I mean, we are playing Warhammer 40,000.
I know. I just think of Stellaris and how I accidentally turned my entire species of, I think it was elves or humans, I forget which one I was playing at the time, how I turned them into, like, Psychers. I'm like, damn, this is kind of cool. You know?
Yeah, it's too bad we need 1,000 of them every day to keep the God Emperor alive and well.
I turned the entire species into them. Like, the entire species of whatever the fuck I was playing turned into Psychers.
Well, it's not uncommon, I guess.
Stellaris is a wacky game, you gotta remember that.
Yeah, I know, it's Paradox. When isn't it?
Yeah, if I had more time off, I would suggest doing like a stream of it with you one day. But like, I don't know how well you know the game.
I know enough to get by.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna just play as Imperial Japan, but elf in space. Because
okay.
I think that combination is very fucking funny. Like, yes, we will kamikazes in space. Could you imagine, like, you have your ship, like your capital ship, and like you have force fields. My guns aren't doing anything, so I just turn a ship like a destroyer or whatever the fuck and just slam it into the capital ship.
I mean, come to Rogue Trader. That's an ability you can do.
So I could literally just turn it into a kamikaze.
Yes, you point your ship at an enemy.
Activate ramming speed.
Yes, I love doing my duty for Emperor Hero.
Hell, if you want that, just play, I literally have that game. I still want to play it, actually. What's it called?
I am Emperor Hirohito's bravest American. Like, Ryan, you don't ever see it, but I tell you about it sometimes. Whenever I do successful kamikaze attacks in War Thunder, I will, well, you hear me say it, but I will like throw my arms up and yell yatta.
Yeah, the Americans did have all like full Japanese bloody divisions.
yeah, we did.
It's like, ah yes,
what is it?
Banzai against the Japanese. Let's go.
Wooded. Look up Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2.
Oh, I think I know what that is, actually.
I think I have that one as well. I should.
Yeah, I got Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. That's what I was thinking of.
Right. Look up Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2. It is absolutely insane, and the cutscenes are fucking sick.
Yeah, I've got Armada and Armada 2.
What the fuck is that?
It's Warhammer.
I look at the second screenshot, and I feel like I'm looking at like Da Vinci when he like snorted a bunch of crack in the modern era and read a bunch of 40k lore.
Yeah. Look at the Tyranniv chips. They're literally giant bioengineered spacefaring organisms that house a bunch of other organisms.
How do they breathe?
They don't need to. And they literally.
Oh, there's a screenshot. There's a screenshot of one.
Yeah, I know. Like, imagine being in a ship that's like the size of a city, and then you just get eaten by a giant space bug. Like, what? Or even worse. What is it? It doesn't. Everything gets like there's a whole thing.
I'm thinking of cells at work at this point.
They are a highly adaptive organism. Hive mind too.
I'm just thinking of cells at work. I'm just thinking of that anime at this point.
They are that SpongeBob meme of that swarm of bugs that just go, that eat everything and go, still hungry.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They eat everything. They just like, they even take the rocks. Until the world is dead.
They eat rocks?
Actually, Jen, do they eat the rocks? Or do they just eat everything else and leave the rocks?
They eat a decent chunk of the rocks. The only thing they don't eat is the bedrock.
They eat the planet down to bedrock.
Man, they're gonna give the Marines a run for their money.
Oh, trust me, they eat crayons better than any Marine ever could.
Impossible. Shrimply not possible.
True, because as far as we know, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
They are a species that are from outside of the galaxy.
From a galaxy far, far away.
We don't know where they come from. They're just here now, attacking, eating everything. The orcs do have fun with them.
Wooded.
Hey, my house.
Wooded. For an example of just how fucked up Rogue Trader is, so this is coming from Cassia, generally like a really lovely person who I'm currently in a relationship with. A mob of commoners has, and this is her talking about an incident that just happened. A mob of commoners has mauled a nobleman who had been attempting to reason with them. How awful. Perhaps the underground madness has spread amongst them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process. It would be cruel to kill them if this is the case. It is much more humane to dissect their brains in order to well-meaningly reduce their ferocity and inclination towards disobedience. It had once been done by my house when the serfs rebelled in their ignorance. A rather merciful step.
She also spoke about.
So she's basically just calling for a lobotomy.
Yeah.
She also
basically for an entire underhive to be lobotomized.
She also went basically first get she was like, why do your servants talk? It's like, All of my servants have their tongues removed.
I love turning that one DLC for Fallout New Vegas into like reality. You know? Is that a lobotomite in the dome?
Oh no! You see, we've got servitors. They're all lobotomized, replace body parts with mechanical things. It's like, hey presto, here's your servitor.
No, it'll never be as cool as the fucking talking toaster that is just really hyper aggressive and gives you. I think he either gives you a 1,000 degree knife, or he gives you like a pair of boxing gloves.
Whatever you
like
do not show that toaster to any member of the Mechanicus.
Why is that?
Because there's a meme where it's just a toaster. My toaster.
Yeah.
The toaster meme.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What the fuck is cloud seeding?
Okay, so these are the options that we have. Punish the whole prison administration and send them to the mines. Then gather new administrators from the prison population. So basically, take all of the administrative class, make them mine, and then from the old prison population, we gather new administrators.
But what you're saying is you're just swapping the old administration for prisoners. Basically, you're just cycling through the administration out through the prisoners.
Yep, the administration is incompetent. Bring in the prisoners. What is it? The convicts have revolted against the unbearable actions of their guards. Order them to stop torturing the prisoners beyond reason. Shall I hope for House Orcelio's aid in sharing their knowledge about the brain dissections of the serfs? So let's go and lobotomize them. Then there's exterminate all the bastards that dare rebel against me. Idra, have them find a psyker strong enough to determine the truth about the killer from the victim's remains and conduct a thorough investigation. We have to understand the prisoner's cause of death and track down the culprits. So, yeah. I'm gonna go for a full-on lobotomy.
I love lobotomy.
We shall share this wisdom with the von Valancius dynasty. So, yep, lobotomies it is.
I love
the convicts. The convicts who had their brains dissected have lost any urge to cause violence and provoke others. Now they find quiet pleasure in monotonous work and lack of communication with other people. The overseers noted that the experiment has been highly successful.
I love lobotomizing the entire society because they said mean things about me on Twitter.
Oh, by the way, in Darktide, there is a tech priest who basically calls all the player characters pre-servitors.
What does that mean?
It's like they're not servitors yet.
But they could be.
Basically, you're playing as what are known as rejects. Basically, basically they served in the military, but then they did something that was real or implied, imprisoned, and sent to essentially to fight of hell.
I love Doom 2016.
Yeah, I didn't really get into it. I got into Eternal though.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
I was making a joke about that. I was like, you said something about hell, right?
Yeah. You fight demons.
I was like, oh yeah, I love Doom 2016. Oh, good to know my friend bought.
I'm looking for what is it? Doom. I can't remember the name of the new one.
Eternal.
Dark Age.
No, there's another one. Dark Age. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new one.
Yeah, there's a new one coming out. Looks fucking sick.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were making a new one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm waiting to see what happens with the new, what is it? The new Assassin's Creed game. I'm waiting to see what happens with it. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Because the way that, Ubisoft is going, it may not be around for much longer.
I like how people are talking about, going off about, historic inaccuracy about a historic fiction series.
Well, no, it's because it's mainly because Ubisoft is like, no, this was a real dude, he was a real person, kind of shit, and like people are upset about it because it's like even the Japanese are upset about it.
Right.
And they're the target audience. Like, people are upset about it, and rightfully so, because they're trying to claim made-up shit and then pass it off as fact. That's what people are mainly upset about with it, from what I'm gathering. And the Japanese are very upset about it because of that, and even the Japanese government is investigating it.
Right.
Because of that kind of stuff, right? It's not because it's like, oh, it's made up or not even made up.
Well,
like
no,
someone who existed, but
yeah,
put into like a fantasy kind of thing, right?
Yeah, like
or
what they've done with Da Vinci.
Ezio,
Well, no, like Da Vinci, the Borgia family. Even though the Borgia family, they, as far as I'm aware, they didn't really change much about them.
Yeah, but it's mainly just because it's like people just don't like how Ubisoft is handling the source material.
Right.
That's the main issue. They want it done differently, but Ubisoft is being very... They're doing literally what EA did with Battlefield 5.
Scene. The likes of which
That's
I
what they're
haven't seen
doing,
in a
basically.
long time.
If you don't like it,
No bright
if you don't like it, don't buy it.
Riot of colors,
and people are probably not going to be buying this because this game has been riddled with controversy for a good few months now, actually. From like ripping off like real-world items and passing it off as like collector stuff, and they didn't even pay for like the licensing for that item, right? There's the whole like controversy over Yasuke being historically inaccurate and them trying to pass him off as like historically accurate or whatever the fuck. The Japanese being upset with the game too, stuff like that.
Right.
So and Ubisoft has been doing very poorly as of lately.
Yeah.
Really, really poorly. Like, what is their stocks? Right. Their stock right now, if you wanted to buy some, is $2.88 USD.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Like, it dropped at like 3 p.m. at like $2.85. Their peak was back, like, if you're looking at a 5-year time scale, their peak was at January 2021. Around like January 22nd.
What game came out then?
I don't know.
Spawn that predicts the future. An ingenious abomination. Such profane calculations are repugnant, but I cannot deny their sophistication. Impressive.
This is definitely...
What's next? Before the mind's unhinged.
Okay, this could pose issues.
Right, this is all that dowry bull crap.
So, it was like a few days after Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game Complete Edition came out.
Hey Ryan, I'll disarm the trap that Abelard is next to.
I can just go here. Oh, hang on, I can do something funny. I can go here.
Oh, I think I see why it peaked. Actually. No, I see why.
Why?
The Division 2, Elite Squad. It was, Rainbow Six Siege releasing on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Stadia. And then I doubt Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
No, it would have been bloody.
And that, and then also, this was when like Far Cry 6 was like before it came out. It came out October 7th of that year.
Right.
So, but that game didn't even really help. In fact, it like went down a few days after. Yeah, $11.20 on October 18th or October 8th, and a few days later, October 15th, 2021, it goes down to $10.60.
Right.
And
okay.
It just keeps going down and down and down to the point now where it's at like $2.88. Their all-time peak was $24.10 in June 20th, 2018. I'm guessing that's when Siege came out. No, it came out in 2015. That game is almost 10 fucking years old.
It came out in 2015?
Yeah. No fucking point. I feel old now. That game is still being played 10 years after release. Oh my.
And that was literally the whole goal of the game.
Yeah.
It's one of the few games that I would say actually succeeded in that goal.
Yeah. Ubisoft has been at a lower point than this at one point. Back in 2011, their stock was like $1.76. No, No, like 2011, their stock was like $1.07, $1.09, $1.40. There's one. I gotta like fine tune this. Yeah, September 22nd, 2011, it was exactly $1.
Right.
So, yeah, Ubisoft is really feeling this. They are really feeling it now. So, yeah.
For the throne's glory. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
We should really just clear one side and then focus our way from there.
Yeah, also them saying buying isn't owning. Shit like that.
Yeah, that's just fucking stupid. Yeah, if yeah, it's like, oh well, if buying isn't owning, then stealing then hello piracy. Yaha fiddly dee.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, what one person is saying that what they're seeing, and especially from Western people of East Asian descent, is like Asian male erasure. Asian men are constantly minimized in media, and they're portrayed as unmasculine, often nerdy or non-physical. And they think a lot of people are angry with the game having a African protagonist instead of an Asian protagonist because of that reason. Where it's like African people, well, I'm just gonna say it like this: black people have a larger representation in Western media, and for a game set in Japan, they expected to have an Asian protagonist.
Yeah, like people wouldn't mind, like with Yasuke, it's like they probably wouldn't mind, like, you know, if they just kept with what they were. It's like, hey, here's a secondary character, much like that. Yasuke, basically put Yasuke in like the same role as, like, I don't know, Steve Bonnet, Da Vinci, like all those historical figures. They're not a playable character, but they're friends with the main character.
Yeah. Well, it's like the guy just says at the end, if there was an Assassin's Creed game set in the Empire of Mali, and there was an African woman protagonist and an Asian male or white male protagonist, people would be going crazy. Yet this is being completely brushed off as a non-issue. Like, I kind of agree with them. Like, I would rather see a Japanese protagonist, like a male protagonist, and a Japanese female protagonist in this game, because it would give an ability for people to actually, like, have more representation. Because I feel like Asian characters aren't really all that common, weirdly enough, you know?
Yeah.
When compared to, like, their white or black counterparts, Asians, and especially, like, if you want to go more East Asian, if you want to, like, classify it as, like, East Asian, Southeast Asian, East Asians, they are more common than Southeast Asians, but both are still not as common as their white and black counterparts. Even Middle Eastern and South Africans, right? South Africans? South Americans, there we go.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Like, it would have just been better to have an Asian protagonist for both male and female, but at the rate that the company's fucking going, I doubt that this game is going to be even released. And if it is, it's probably going to fucking kill the company. Because people are not buying this. Because, like, you have this as an issue. So, one person saying, like, people in Japan are upset because of a bunch of inaccuracies. Like, servants sitting on the same raised flooring as their masters. Some of the architecture looking more Chinese than Japanese. And some complaints about tatami mats being wrong.
Okay.
You got that kind of stuff going on, and then
My
like,
place is at the fore.
you'll understand this a little bit better. This person says, I vaguely remember when the collector's edition cost $100 here in Australia, and he looked it up, this Ultimate Edition, and it's 190 AUD. The collector's edition is nearly 400. So, it's just that, and then, like, someone gave bullet points about it, like, they had the, like, the part talking about, like, the protagonist, and the fact that some people are saying, like, some people are claiming allegations of wokeism and blackwashing. One comment is talking about, like, the I saw the word development and almost read out developer. The Ultimate Edition costing like 130 USD. Ubisoft price gouging has been a point of anger in the past with them saying it's quadruple A development. It's really not. And the titles that they're putting out.
What it? It's quadruple A, as in that's how much money if you want the collector's edition, that's how much you're gonna have to spend to actually acquire it.
Yeah, like it's fucking absurd. That's my entire bank account right now. Like, I could buy that, but I'm fucking not. Why the fuck would I ever buy that piece of shit game? Genuinely. Like, I have a better version of it. It's called Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting Ghost of Yotei.
They're the same franchise, but Ghost of Tsushima can get you like accustomed to it. You're fighting the Mongols.
Yeah, I know. I watched the anime about Tsushima came out as that was airing. It's like, oh, by the way, Ghost of Tsushima. I was like, oh hell yeah! I think I'm probably gonna get that one. PlayStation exclusive.
Well, it's on Steam.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a really good game. Genuinely, like, I need to play it some more, but like, it's really fun. Like, doing the standoffs at first was kind of like confusing to me because I think I clicked through the tutorial for it too fast, so I didn't get to read it.
No, knowing Jacob, he wouldn't have done that accidentally.
Yeah, but doing it is so much fun because it's just a standoff. You stand there waiting for the enemy to attack, and then you just press the button, and like you slash them with the sword. And if you can get one upgrade, or if you get one upgrade, you can immediately attack someone right next to them and insta-kill them.
Right.
It's so much fun, genuinely. Also the fact that, like, you have this game. It's way better than whatever the fuck Assassin's Creed Shadows will ever be, right? It'll be way better than whatever that fucking game will be. Brush that game aside. You wanna know something funny? You know the pirate game that they put out recently, Ubisoft? Skull and Bones, and how it, like, released to nothing, really? Yeah, we're getting a better version of that. It's called like a pirate. Or like a dragon. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Okay.
There you go.
My brain went, like, you know the pirate game that they put out? Oh yes, Assassin's Creed 4.
No, go Skull and Bones.
Yeah, I know. And there's like a better version. Like, don't we already have that as with Microsoft?
Yeah. For me, I think Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is going to be way better than Skull and Bones could ever hope to be, because it's a game where we get to play as Majima in the Yakuza series. Who doesn't want to play as him?
People like me that have never played it, that don't know anything about the series.
Trust me, if you played Yakuza, you would love Majima, because he is just fucking ADHD. Like, the best example is, like, he is defusing a bomb in someone's dream, right? And, like, he's like, you know what, fuck this. And he just starts going like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which one's not gonna blow us up?
Hey Ryan.
Yeah?
There's something I want to try. What is it? Because I have a stratagem called Blitz Stratagem. Just listen to this and think of how good it will be. The Grand Strategist chooses one of the combat tactics areas. For 1 round, all allies within a range of 8 cells gain the ability to move to that area. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity and does not spend MP.
Okay.
Basically, it's free movement to, a stratagem area.
Whenever I think of stratagems, I think of Helldivers. I need to reinstall that game. I want to play it again, mainly because they added a bolt-action rifle to the game.
Did you just use Zone of Fear?
No. So now, see how you have the Blitz stratagem ability?
Oh yeah.
Hi.
It's a little hard to use that since well, for Heinrich, since well, there's a thing between him and it.
Just tank it.
O el
uso
del producto de software implica la excepción de los términos del presente. I don't fucking read that. I'm gonna read French.
Perish for this affront.
Utilisant les produits logiciels. Veut accepter les termes du présent contact des licences du produit logiciel. C'est accord et conclu entre PlayStation Mobile Inc. et vu pour les jeux mobiles et PlayStation Publishing LLC. Et vu pour les jeux PC, si vous n'acceptez pas les termes, mais ces accords de HC par ne télécharger, pas utilisé par le That's quite. I fucking love reading French.
Duty go hand in hand.
The soul slips beyond the
Install
veil.
the fucking game so I can download the Japanese voice pack. Apparently, that's a thing.
For what, Helldivers?
Yeah, I could have my Helldiver speaking Japanese or German. Depends on how I feel. Do I want to bring glory to Super Earth in a very divine wind, very kind of way, or do I want to do it in a very I'm gonna gas the entire fucking planet kind of way? Oh yeah, I might actually pre-order the AV8S for Japan.
Okay.
I might actually pre-order it. Why? Because I can. I have money.
Fair enough.
And it's like, it's a thing I've been wanting. I think I've been telling you how much I want it recently.
Little bit.
Like, before it got announced. Oh yeah, do you know what they could add to Japan?
What?
Through, Indonesia? You know, the SU-27 or SU-30. Because why not, you know? Like, why not? Just add the SU-27 or SU-30 to Japan. Makes so much sense, right? Like, don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing some trees.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna turn Japan into Ace Combat. We're just gonna turn it into Ace Combat at this point. Oh, you know, like, you know that one scene of like all the different like what was it, F-16s and F-18s flying in like formation, and then they have your aircraft in front?
Yeah.
Do that with a fucking prop plane. Or like an A-10 or SU-25. Like,
America kind of did that with like they had a prop plane, an A-10, and I think like an F-22.
Yeah, I saw that screenshot, that picture. Oh, I get to put this in Japanese. I can't read this. Bandai Namco. I can read that. Thanks.
Really? You can read Bandai Namco?
Yeah, I can read the Japanese katakana for it, actually. Bandai Namco Entertainment. int.
Out of range.
I love how I'm sitting here like trying to read this and I'm like, I can't read this. What else could we add to the Japanese air tree through Indonesia? Oh yes, the Boeing 737. So true. And realistically, we could just add the Raphael to the tech tree. Wait, no. Could you imagine the Japanese air tree if we did that? Like, they have the F-15s, they have the Viper Zero, the Gripen, and the Raphael. Could you imagine that? The abhorrent tech tree that would be.
That would be quite funny.
Yeah. Because it would already be like two 13.7s and then add in like a 14.0 or whatever the Raphael will be at. What about Malaysia? What does Malaysia have that they could add? Actually, let me open that back up. The Malaysian Army. In terms of ground vehicles, they could add a few things to the Japanese. Like the AMX-13. Or the FV-101 Scorpion. Does Britain even have that vehicle yet?
Okay, Pascal is great against these turrets.
Yeah. Why does Britain not have the F-101 Scorpion yet?
They're adding the scimitar now.
Oh, really? So
yeah, I think the whole reason why Britain doesn't have any of the the native light vehicles is because of South Africa.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not a very good reason for Gaijin to not add them. Like, you have light vehicles already, just add the other ones. It just gives fucking Britain more options. There's no harm in it. They could add the M3 Stuart to Japan through the Malaysians. Or actually, no, the Indonesians, because they have them.
I will do my duty.
Being transferred from the KNIL.
I've suffered worse.
Which is like the Dutch East Indies, like military.
Victory is imminent.
The AMX-13, the F-101 Scorpion, the Hairimau.
At your beck and call.
It's a weird fucking Turkish vehicle. Yeah, F and SS and pt.9. They could add the Leopard too. They could add the Leopard 2 to Japan through Indonesia. Here's actually one that I would not be against, actually. The Martyr. It looks like it's only armed with the 20mm. It's not actually armed with the ATGM.
Okay.
But at that point, we would just have another sub 1-2 because it'd probably just be like Type 87, basically. It's the Martyr 1A3, but yeah, it fires.
Your weakness is hidden from my sight.
Just 63. Yeah, it would literally just be another Type 87, but tracked. That's all it would be. Oh, they could add the Elvis Stormer, by the way.
Which version?
It's just the Stormer APC.
Okay.
Sad. I wanted the shitty fucking AA system. The doo-doo ass stanky.
I mean, it's alright if your ping is good enough.
Yeah.
But then that begs the question: when is your ping good enough? Well, you see, in Australia, it's never.
They could add the Saladin to Japan through Indonesia. Oh, here's actually something they could add.
Naturally.
You know the Mephisto and the Santal?
Yeah.
You know those? If I'm reading this correctly, the Indonesians do use it, and they use a few different variants of it, such as the VTT, the VAB VTT, the VAB San. Fuck, I hate being sick, Justin. The VAB San and the VABC or PC. Which I think the VAB San might be the anti-air version. Let me see.
Okay, Xenos, go ahead, disarm all these traps.
It is not. What about the VTT?
A trivial task. Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
Wait, Pascal's?
I have learned much in my exile.
Pascal has Xenos of 65.
A trivial task. My success was inevitable.
Yeah, but don't do it because it could cause issues.
I have a 75% chance of successfully inspecting all the wreckage.
She has over 100% chance.
Monkey.
Like, she has, like, insane.
Light of terror, guide our way.
I have learned much in my exile. Watch your steps.
Really? The Eldari, it has over 100% of knowing what these Eldari turrets are. I never would have guessed with the Eldari.
I've also been boosting it on her as well. Crazy.
Too hard for a simple monkey? My success was inevitable.
Yeah, there's not a version of it that they could add that actually is armed. It's just a bunch of unarmed variants.
Task.
But for UNFI, IL, sad. They have the Bushmaster Protected Mobility Vehicle, which is apparently Australian.
Yes.
They also have a Ukrainian vehicle.
Ukraine absolutely loves the Bushmaster.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Indonesia has a Ukrainian vehicle.
Right.
Called the Kozak. Looks kind of cool. When it comes to aircraft, they use the Mi-35 and the AH-64. Realistically, I don't know what they could add. They could add the Ponder 2, however, which we don't have yet in game, but there are some variants that they could add.
This was a massive dick move by the Dark Eldar.
What'd they do?
They basically set up a, transmitter. Like a bunch of different ones, like joined together transmitter that hears like Eldari, human, and like a bunch of other distress signals, so that basically any race would come down to try and investigate to see if
Another
there's
notch.
somebody who needs rescuing, and then they'd just all be gunned down.
Yeah, that sounds like
And it
Jakari.
worked. Yeah. Just being an absolute dickhead.
Hold up, Jade, hold up. Oh, wait.
This master-crafted patella
Too late.
augment is not
What the
fit for a
fuck is this
servitor.
vehicle?
You want me to go back,
Ryan.
Ryan?
Nah, I think I was just gonna go back into that arena.
Ryan,
Yeah?
this vehicle that Malaysia has is a fucking juxtaposition of a fucking
Apparently
vehicle.
there was something.
It is made by Turkey and locally built by a Malaysian company. It can have a... I don't know what company this is. What is this? What company is this?
We going back down?
Hang on a sec, I think you need a melt charge.
So, Turkish Malaysian. It can have a South African 20mm, a 25mm built by BAE Systems, a fucking 120mm heavy mortar from France, and a ATGM from South Africa. This is just all over the place.
So yeah, we actually, like BA Australia, did develop a crewless ground vehicle.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's completely autonomous, except for one part. The firing. Someone has to remote control go, yeah, you could fire upon that. Like they have to push a button to say fire. Outside of that, the whole thing is apparently completely autonomous.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. Otherwise it would break the rules of engagement. You can't just have a fully automated system that can choose to fire on whatever. What if those systems misidentify something? Like, goddamn. Like, literally the mental image of, you know, the airliner flying over the US Navy ship?
Yeah, it's like,
and you have that air defense weapon, like, no. That, exactly that. Imagine if it just automatically opened fire. Like, GG, international instant, let's go.
Israel buy some, remove that little function, go.
Okay, I think I found something I actually want for Japan. I think is reasonable. Okay, so I posted it in the vehicle factory. This is the Ponder 2, right? Which comes out of the Czech Republic and is the Czech Republic and Austria is joint developed by the two, between Steyr, Daimler Push, and what else? The Czechoslovak group licensed in production for Central and Eastern Europe and Asia, right? So, joint Czech-Austrian vehicle, right?
Right.
However, the Indonesians use it. They have 3 variants of it. One's an APC, one's an IFV, and the other one's an FSV. The IFV is equipped with a 30mm gun, right? However, the FSV version, guess what that's armed with?
What?
A 105mm gun.
Yeah.
I want the 105mm gun. Because it would practically just be the wolf pack, but for a different tech tree, and different in other regards, like different hull, different, like, I want to say gun, etc. Right? It would be a way to have a wolf pack outside of the U.S. tech tree, and not exactly like the Boxer. Because I hate the Boxer.
Getting a missed call from Birdie.
Alright.
I think it would be an okay addition to Japan, actually.
Birdie, what's going on?
I mean, granted, it would practically just be another Type 16, but...
Tonight? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's coming? Dad, Mum, you. Oh, just you and me. Yeah, I'm down. Already at the Imperial? Ah, yeah. Do you mind if Ryan comes too?
No, I got
You
shit.
down for pub dinner, Ryan? You may as well.
So it's pub dinner. When are we leaving?
What do you think? I come pick you up in like half hour, buddy. Yep, so about half hour. Is that okay with you, Ryan?
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Fuck
we'll
it.
see you then, buddy. Bye. Does Mum want to come?
In half an hour. In half an hour, are you down to come?
I would like to look at what components you have. Need to buy it.
You don't have a reputation with the Imperial Navy?
Really? Because I haven't really done anything with them. Oh, hang on.
I'll just grab everything.
Okay. Fair enough. And why is that?
She's got to get up. 30.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Do you want to just go now, Ryan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Yep. Oh, actually, hang on, wait. If Mum's coming, we'll all either have to squeeze into the chimney, or we'll have to use one of your guys' cars. Yeah, okay, cool. Yep, no problem. Well, we'll see you shortly.
Sure.
Love you. Bye. Okay, I will save. We shall continue afterwards.
Yes. Well, not tonight.
Not tonight?
No, not tonight.
Why the fuck does the toothbrush in fucking Yandere Sim have 5,000 faces?
Yeah, did you not know about that? Did you not know about that forbidden knowledge?
No. Why does it have over 5,000 polygons?
Very bad modeling and coding.
It's a fucking toothbrush.
Hello. Oh, you're gonna come pick us up? Okay, cool.
Right.
No problem.
To everyone on YouTube, thank you for watching.
Toothbrush.